Hello everybody, my name is Sachin Bhandari and you're watching the Storyco's YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about social media. Yes, social media. Now, social media is fantastic if you are able to use it the right way. If you want to build an audience, want to build your personal brand, also want to build your business, social media is something that offers you an opportunity. But the thing is that you need to be regular or you need to be consistent with sharing your thoughts and your content on social media. And that is something that I have really struggled with. But now I actually write on LinkedIn almost every day. So how did I go from somebody who struggles with staying consistent on social media to someone who writes every day? And that's what this video is about. You'll get to hear the story, but also more importantly, you will get the tips or at least a couple of them behind my system of how I write every day on LinkedIn. So stay with me and watch the entire video. So the story is pretty much the same. Little over a year ago, whenever I used to start writing on social media, I would say that, hey, you know what, I'm going to stay regular. I'm going to write something every day. I would start off, and for a few weeks, it would actually work. I would be able to write and I would share my thoughts or share any interesting content about travel, about a lot of different things that I'm interested in. But then, as it happens with everyone, something would come up on a particular day and I would miss writing or miss sharing. Would happen for a day or two, and that would be it. Once that happened, it would take me not days, but weeks and sometimes even months to get back on track and to start writing again. Now, I don't know if many of you face this problem. I certainly faced it. Yet, when I started the Storyco last year, which was in March of 2020, I realized that writing every day on LinkedIn was probably the best way I could market my company. And not just that, writing every day on LinkedIn was also a great way to structure my thoughts, to clarify my beliefs and everything that's linked with good writing. And that's why I really wanted to get better or get consistent this time. So in April, my mornings used to look something like this. So I would start off, get ready, go to my laptop. I would think of an idea that would take me 15 to 20 minutes. Then I would start writing. It would take me, another half an hour, 45 minutes to an hour also. Editing it would take a lot of time. So this entire process used to take me 2 hours. But the point is that I was doing all right. So it would take me 2 hours, 2.5 hours, but I was writing on a regular basis and I felt that I would improve with time. But then, unfortunately, a family emergency occurred and I was away from work for almost a month. And after I got back, I found the same challenge again, the challenge of sitting down, thinking of an idea and creating the first draft. The challenge was so big that again, I was out of this habit for a very long time. It's only in 2021, earlier this year, is when I said I'm going to take another stab at it. I used to keep writing, not every day, but I was writing any which way. And this time I said I'm going to take another stab at writing daily on LinkedIn. This time around though, for 6 months now, I have been writing every day on LinkedIn. So I share a well thought out post on a daily basis except on Sundays. And I do get, a lot of interesting feedback on my posts. There are people who reach out to me in DMs. Their questions, their ideas is what helps me build the Storyco. Some of these conversations also turn into coaching or training projects, which I'm very, very grateful for. So the point is, how did I go from being the struggler to somebody who's consistent? I think I can give you a lot of tips, but the most important thing is to not give up. I mean, I've been trying to become consistent on social media or at least in my writing for the last 4 to 5 years. It's taken me so long to actually have a 6-month period where I am writing and sharing something on a regular basis. So in the next part of the video, I'm going to give you one communication tip that has helped me a great deal. But the more important thing, and I'm reiterating it, is to not give up, because the tips that I have may or may not work for you. My system may or may not work for you. You eventually will have to create your own system. Of course, you can take bits and pieces from people like me or from other people who are writing every day or who are sharing every day. But eventually you'll build your own system. The more important thing is to not give up and keep going back and keep trying again and again. Okay, so that's done. That was the important message that I wanted to share with you on this video. Okay then, so the communication tip or the tip for today in this video is a hack through which you can actually get rid of the willpower challenge that you face every time you're staring at a blank page or a blank piece of paper. That was my biggest problem. Even if I had ideas to write a structured piece, etc., would take a lot of time. It would take a lot of cognitive load, and that is why most of the times I would give up on writing every day. But I discovered an audio app called Otter fairly recently, and once I discovered that, I actually realized that it could really help me take away this challenge from my writing process. So I'll tell you what I do. So this app called Otter, it's pretty good. You can speak into it, you can connect it with your Zoom calls and many other applications. What it does is that it takes the audio, it keeps the audio file inside in the app, but it also provides you a transcript, or it transcribes as long as you are speaking in English. And the transcription, if it's English, it's pretty good, and I think it's totally workable. What I do now is that I think of an idea, like whenever an idea comes to me, or if from my story bank or idea bank, I pick up that idea, I go for a walk, and I speak into the app while I'm walking. By the time I'm back, I would have completed speaking. I turn off the app or I stop that particular recording, and by the time I come back to my laptop, because it's also available on the web, Otter would have already sort of transcribed the thoughts that I shared into it, and then because of that I have a very rough, very unstructured but a draft ready, and that draft helps me to edit further, because I believe, or at least that's been my experience, editing a document is a lot easier than writing a document from scratch. So if writing is not your thing from scratch, speak into the app, take away that process, let the app do the transcription, and then you can edit the doc. And that's how I've been able to write more, and I think it can help you too. Yeah, so my writing system is called IDEO or IIDEO. It's called Ideas, Information, Drafts, Edits and Output. So that's the IDEO system that I've created. If you're interested in understanding from my system or learning from my system, I will leave a comment, I will leave a link in the description. You can download the PDF file of the system from there, and that probably will help you create your own writing, or maybe help you get better at writing as well. I'll be very grateful, or I'll be very, very happy if you actually are able to use the system for your benefit. That's all I have in this video. Like you already know, the StoryCo is a storytelling coaching and training firm. We help individuals and businesses narrate their stories better. If you have any questions about business storytelling or communication, feel free to ask me in comments. Either I or one of my colleagues will definitely get back to you, or will answer your question in the comments itself. That's it from me in this video. I'll see you in the next one pretty soon. Till then, story on. Bye-bye.